Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today is finally the day. I'm so excited. We are going to be setting up my tropical fish aquarium for the first time. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe down below and also hit the notification bell so you guys can follow me along on my fish tank journey. I feel like this fish tank is either going to be amazing or it's going to crash and burn, but we shall see. I really hope that it works out, and I hope that it cycles beautifully and that everything works out with my levels and everything. I'm really excited to get started on this because I'm excited to dive into the fish tank world. I've always found fish tanks so beautiful, but I haven't wanted one in years because I've had fish in the past. I had several tanks growing up, but nothing extravagant. You know, I never had a tropical tank. I always just had goldfish and betta. So I'm excited to do something a little bit more difficult, which will be this tropical tank, and I'm also going to have it as a planted tank. So I feel like that's like another little step up. We are on this journey together, so we will see how this goes. All of the plants that you guys are going to see in this video were sent to me by H2O Plants, which is a company who reached out to me after they heard about my troubles with a pet store not wanting to sell me aquatic plants. Thank you so much, H2O, for messaging me and saying that you would gladly send me some plants for my tank. I so appreciate it. I also featured all of the stuff in my huge haul that I mentioned before, so if you guys haven't seen my haul of everything that I bought for this tank, which is everything you'll see in this video today, I will have that link down below as well. They also provided a discount code for you guys, which I will put on the screen as well as in the link down below as well. That's awesome. If you guys need some plants, use my discount code, go get a discount, get you some plants for your tank. Thank you so much to H2O Plants. I really appreciate it. They were all beautiful, and I'm so excited to finally put them in my tank today. I feel like I've waited so long for this, and I'm so ready. Okay, I'm so excited. Here we go. Hi, this angle is really bad. I'm really sorry. I'm in my living room because that's where the tank is gonna be. My tripod won't go any lower. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. Oh, yes it will. Just kidding. I fixed it. Look at that. Wow. I'm doing such a good job already. Okay, is there too much of a glare? Can you guys see this okay? Someone answer me. So right now I'm rinsing my rocks. I'm gonna go on and put some water in here, maybe only up to about 1/3 of the way, because I feel like that'll soften the blow of the rocks being dumped in there. So hang on, I gotta go get water. Okay, so here's the first thing of water. I just had a thought. I've never filled this tank with water before, and I've had it for like 10 years, so it could possibly leak. I've never done this before with this tank. So wish me luck. Thanks. Second bowl of water. Third bowl of water. We're gonna do a little bit more, and then we're gonna add the rocks. All right, so now I'm gonna put some rocks in there. Probably gonna have to make a bajillion trips, which I will spare you. I've rinsed these really well, that's why they're dripping. But yeah, I'm just gonna put my rocks in here. Now, the reason I filled it up with water is because, number one, it's dumping rocks in a glass tank, but also because it can make the water really dirty if you don't put some water in there first. And so I'm gonna try and minimize the cloudiness, but we'll see. I really hope I'm not missing a step. I feel like I'm doing good. Also, I'm soaking my driftwood because I kept reading online to always soak your driftwood. So I'm soaking my driftwood. Oops, there's water everywhere. Okay, so you can't even see me, but here's the tank thus far. I've got it halfway full of water, and I've done putting in my rocks. My driftwood is still soaking, so I'm gonna go get that in just a second. But we are gonna go on and start putting some of the plants in here because I have lots of plants. Thanks H2O Plants for that. So yeah, we're gonna go on and start planting this, and also we're gonna get that driftwood. And then I will fill it up the rest of the way after I get some of the plants in here. We also need to set up the filter, but we'll wait until we are done filling it up with water to do that. So that'll be the last thing that I do. So here is my driftwood that's been soaking for about 30 minutes. I hope that that's good enough. I don't really know, but we'll see. Well, it sank, so I'm assuming it's soaked and good and everything's fine with the world. Okay, great, I'm happy. So I'm gonna put the driftwood right in the middle. I think that looks fine. I really hope you guys can see everything. Maybe I can move this and be a good girl. All right, now we're gonna start on the plants. So I'm just gonna start opening different plants and putting them in here. So we're gonna go in and plant this Oriental sword in here, using these tongs to shove it down in the rocks. I rinsed these off really well because they did have a bunch of calcium powder on them from feeding my Pac-Man frog, but they're all good now, so, and hopefully it works. So here we go. I'm gonna put this in the back over here because I feel like that'll be good. There we go, one down. All right, this is working out nicely. This is extremely long, so I'm just gonna let it dangle. There we go. The next one we're gonna do is this really pretty water Sprite. I do have to depot all of them and get the foam off of there as well. So basically just exposing the roots so we can plant them in here. Put one over here. The next one we're gonna put in here is this beautiful sword plant. I really, really love these. Probably some of my favorites. I'm gonna put this one over here. Then we also have another sword plant. I really wanted my tank to be heavily planted, so I'm really glad that he sent me such a really good variety. Then we're gonna be putting in my favorite, which are these red lotus plants. The purple is so pretty. I can't wait for these to grow and mature. They're gonna be really pretty in here. Look how pretty the purple is on this red lotus. This is a more mature one, so I'm really excited to get this in there. Okay, so we are almost done. We have all of the plants in here, the substrate, the driftwood. I think it's looking really good. It is a little bit cloudy, but not as bad as I thought it would be. I think adding the water in and then rinsing the rocks really well and then putting the rocks in really helped a lot with the cloudiness, so pro tip. Obviously, I'm not a professional aquascaper, but I think it looks really nice and I'm really happy with it. Thank you again to H2O Plants. I love them and I cannot wait for them to mature and get even brighter and more beautiful as they grow. Okay, so it is time for the filter. As you can see, I left a little bit of space here because I don't know how full I'm gonna make it, but I do need to get the filter in there so I can see what the water level is. So we are gonna go on and open this now and then be setting that up. So first we have the manual. Then we have the filter media, we have our foam, and then we have our filter media in a bag, which is really gonna help build up that good bacteria, which is what you want in your filter, which again will take about a month. So today we're obviously not gonna be putting any fish in this tank because it is not ready. We do have to let it cycle, and obviously, like I said, nothing live is going in this tank until I'm 100% sure that it is safe, which is gonna take some time. And then we have the filter ourselves, which is actually really pretty. So as you can see, this is like a waterfall hang on back filter, which is actually really, really nice. I really love this. So here we have the foam, which you can get these foams anywhere, but this is just the one the filter comes with. Then we have the chemical active carbon insert. It says it absorbs odors, discoloration, and impurities. So that is the carbon insert. So one thing I love about this filter already is you can tell that even with the filter media that it came with, which is like the sponge, the carbon, and then the little bag of other filter media on top, you still have a lot of extra room. If you wanted to put another bag up here, which is what I am gonna be doing, I'm gonna buy another bag of these little pebble type things. You can buy these by Fluval. There's also other brands too, I think. But basically, this gives you a lot of room to add extra filter media, which can be really important, especially if you're wanting to set up a secondary tank, which is something that I do hope to do in the future. If I have a really good experience with this tank, I am gonna be getting a much bigger tank, a second tank, and then that'll really help me to be able to add more filter media in here. That way I can move it over to the new tank, and I won't have to wait a month to cycle that. So that's really good, really important. All right, so I'm just gonna take this and we're gonna slide this right down in here, just like so. All right, there is all of the filter media in there. And like I said, you could actually cut this sponge down into half and you would be able to fit a lot more media in there. So I really like this. All right, now I'm gonna look at the instructions because I don't actually exactly know how to do this 100%. So we're just gonna read this real quick. Oh dear, oh wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a lot bigger and a lot more than I thought it would be. Okay, so I filled it with water so that it doesn't choke, and I think it's ready to turn on, so we're gonna give this a go and see what happens. Wish me luck because I make no guarantees. This is a first for me, so with this filter. Okay, it's on, so let's see if it starts spitting water. Hopefully it does. See it, I see it. Do you guys see it? Oh my gosh, it's working. It's a miracle, look. Oh, thank goodness. All right, guys, here we go. It's done. Last step. Let's turn on this light and see what it looks like. Wish me luck. I hope it's pretty. Ready? Ta-da! Was that majestic? Was it beautiful? So, just kidding. That light was absolutely hideous and yellow and disgusting. So, I just took the bulbs back that I bought and I'm getting rid of this hood because I just went and bought a new LED hood that is going to help my plants grow. This hood will work for a 10-gallon aquarium, which is the 10-gallon that I have. So we're going to open up this new hood and junk this old one that's like 10 years old and really outdated, and it cannot hold LED bulbs. So now we're going to put on the new LED hood. Okay. there we have it. It's on. Ooh, it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna turn off my ring light so you guys can see what it looks like. And now I'll turn off the house light so you guys can see what it looks like. Oh, it's beautiful. Definitely looks really good at nighttime and much prettier than the ugly yellow light that was in there. So now what we have to do is we have to sprinkle some tropical fish flakes or fish food in here every single day and let the good bacteria build up in the filter, and that is how we're gonna let this cycle. And then once it's done cycled, then we can move on to adding in anything. I definitely want some snails and some shrimp. Those are the only two things I'm 100% positive are gonna go in this tank. That is how you set up a tropical planted fish tank. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think it turned out really, really well. Okay, so here we are. This is what the tank looks like 3 days later. As you guys can see, all the water has settled. The plants are all thriving and doing really well. A lot of them have done a really quick recovery. It's kind of surprising. Like, look how beautiful the lotus is, as you can see. How purple the lotus is. I thought it was gonna die like the first day, but it's actually looking really good back there. So I'm pretty pleased. So I did go and get a heater yesterday and put that in there. So now the temperature in this tank is 78 degrees. So it is now technically a proper tropical tank because you do have to have a heater in order for it to be tropical. So yeah, that is what we have. I have a little cheap thermometer here, but I also have my probe, which I put in there. So I'm monitoring the temperatures, but that's not a big deal right now anyway. But yeah, this is the complete tank. I think it turned out really, really well, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed watching me set up this tank and also the filter. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe down below and also hit the notification bell. Thank you again to H2O Plants for providing me all of these beautiful plants in this tank, as well as the Vita tabs. I really appreciate it. If you guys are interested, don't forget I have a coupon code for you in the description down below. I will see you guys in my next video. Be kind. Bye.